events commence in Ephesus, located in Anatolian lands, approximately 1700 or 1800 years ago, according to estimations. Let's collectively strive to understand and learn about this event, which is present in both Christianity and Islam. Emperor Decius Decianus comes to Ephesus, ordering worship of idols and commanding Christians to sacrifice to them. 7 young people, accused of secretly being Christians and living in the imperial palace, are brought before the emperor. Despite pressure, the youths who refuse to sacrifice to idols are given time to reconsider. When the emperor leaves the city, the youths escape and hide in a cave near Mount Anchialus. Meanwhile, one of the youths, Diomedes or Lamlichus, descends to the city in disguise to learn what is happening and to procure food. Shortly after Decius returns to Ephesus, he demands the presence of the young people. Hearing this, Diomedes informs his friends of the king's command, and they fall into a deep sleep through divine grace. Unable to find the youths, Decius summons their fathers, discovering that they have hidden in a cave on Mount Anchialus. Consequently, he orders the entrance of the cave to be sealed with large rocks for them to be buried alive. Theodore and Rufinus inscribe the story of the young martyrs on a metal plate and place it beneath the rocks sealing the cave. 309 years later, during the reign of Emperor Theodosius II, a movement emerges led by priest Theodore denying resurrection after death. The emperor, who has embraced Christianity, is deeply disturbed by this. Meanwhile, God inspires the idea of building a stable for Adolius, the owner of the region where the cave is located, for the sake of his flocks. Stones used to seal the cave are repurposed, and the cave is reopened. God awakens the youths, who believe they have only slept for one night and fear they will be killed by Decius. Diomedes, as before, returns to the city, surprised to see crosses on the city gates. He asks a passerby if this is truly Ephesus. Eager to inform his friends, he wishes to buy food with ancient coins from the Decian era. The seller and merchants, seeing the old coins, assume the youth has found a treasure and contemplate sharing it. As news spreads, a crowd gathers, and Diomedes looks around the assembly in astonishment, wondering if he recognizes anyone. The city's priest and governor interrogate Diomedes. He recounts the events and invites them to the cave to see his friends. The Ephesians climb the hill, discovering two lead plates telling the story of the youth. Upon entering the cave, the people find the friends of Diomedes alive and at peace. Theodosius is informed and arrives at the cave. One of the youths, Maximilian or Achilles, explains that God placed them in a deep sleep and resurrected them before the judgment day to demonstrate the reality of resurrection. Subsequently, all the youths enter the death-like sleep, and a basilica is built over the cave. According to Islamic belief, the story of the companions of the cave Ashab-e-Kahf is recounted in the 18th chapter of the Quran, named Al-Kahf, due to the significance of this narrative as stated in verses 9 to 26 of the chapter. A few young believers in the midst of a pagan community openly express their belief in the existence and oneness of Allah, opposing idolatry. To escape stoning or forced conversion, they seek refuge in a cave, falling into a deep sleep there with their dog. The youths likely awaken approximately 309 years later. The Quran mentions this period as they stayed in their cave for 300 years, and add 9 more, an expression believed to align with the solar calendar, representing the time in terms of a lunar calendar. Thinking they slept for just a day, the youths send one of them to the city with a silver coin to buy food. Those who learn of their situation recognize the truth of Allah's promise and the certainty of the impending judgment day. They decide to build a mosque at the location of the cave, understanding that Allah's word is true. The Quran reports a disagreement regarding the number of the companions of the cave Ashabi Kef, describing estimates of their count along with their dog as either 4 or 6 as casting a stone into the dark. Al-Kaf 1822, while the view stating they were 7. The 8th was their dog is not explicitly used in the same expression. It has been considered closer to the truth. However, the verse emphasizing that only Allah knows their exact number suggests that speculating on this matter would be inconclusive. If you enjoy our video, don't forget to like and subscribe.